one.
Get ready to take my shower.
Okay. So, so let's talk about numbers now.
Sure.
So how would we say numbers or count numbers or count money that we was in Japan or in Japanese? I'm sorry.
Okay. Numbers. I guess any way to start learning a number is to count from 1 to 10. And so I'll tell you how to count from 1 to 10. One is ichi,
Ichi,
ichi.
ichi,
Two is ni,
ni,
and three is san,
sa,
san,
san.
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 Right.
Okay.
Four is yon.
Yon,
Right. Five is go,
go,
go.
go. Like
Right.
go, go.
You don't stretch it, so you just say go.
Okay. Go.
Right.
Okay.
Six is roku,
Doko,
roku.
loko.
Right.
Okay.
Seven is nana.
Nana.
Right.
Okay.
Eight is hachi.
Achi.
Right.
Eight. Achi.
Hachi. Nine is kyu.
Ku.
Right. And 10 is ju.
Ju.
Right.
Okay.
So if we count all from 1 to 10 in Japanese, it would be ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju.
Okay. And how do you express money in Japan? Like it wouldn't be in dollars, correct?
The currency is en.
And
En.
okay. All right. So if I was like, if someone told me this costed $2.50, how would that be said?
Well, let's assume that $1 is about 100 yen, 100 yen.
Okay.
For that pricing, you could say, これは250円です.
Okay.
And to break up 250 yen, that would be 200. 200.
Okay. So
Yeah.
$2 would be considered 200 yen.
Approximately, yes.
Okay. Okay. So it's
And
expressed
said-
differently as well.
I'm sorry?
It's expressed differently. So it wouldn't be like $3. It'll be 300 yen.
Right. The denomination is different.
Okay.
We don't exactly have a dollar. We just start from the cent and that's it.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Let's see. So I know we've talked about greetings, but what if you was greeting like a sister or a mother or a father? How would you say sister?
Older or younger?
Let's do older.
お姉さん,
Anesha.
お姉さん.
Oneshan.
Right.
And if it was a younger sister?
妹.
And why does that matter?
Well, typically we do try to distinguish someone who's senior or junior. So that's why we make sure that we're addressing either the older or the younger sister.
Okay, and the same goes for brother,
Right. Older brother would be onisan,
onisan,
and younger brother would be ototo.
adulto.
Right.
Okay. And how would you say mom and dad and mother and father?
Well, if you're saying colloquially, then you could just call them both mama and papa.
Okay, so mom and mother and dad and father
Now,
doesn't matter.
now, if you're trying to say it more formally, then mother would be okasan,
Okay, soon. Okay.
and father would be otosan.
Is it always better to address them formally?
O does put more, yeah, it makes it more formal.
Okay. But it's okay to call them mom and dad.
It depends on the family relationships. Some families are more conservative, some are more open, and so it depends on how the family dynamics is.
Okay. And what if it's a uncle or auntie and you're saying hello or you're greeting them?
Well, you could call uncle oji-san, and auntie would be obasan.
Okay. And what if it's a friend that is older than you or a friend that is younger than you?
Well, typically, if for anyone who's older than you, regardless of the status of friendship, you would put their name and san. So I would call you Nikki-san.
Okay. And it doesn't matter the age when it's a friend.
Uh, Even if you're friends, you would still call son if they're older.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see. So let's talk about love and affection. So how would you express your love to a significant other? Not a wife, but a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Mhm.
I'm on a phone call. Hey, close the door. Out, out, out. Call your mom. Mama, close your door. I'm sorry, the kids came in.
Your mic is on mute.
Oh, I thought I muted you already, so you heard all the noise. I'm sorry. So if we are expressing love to a girlfriend or a boyfriend, how would you express that? Does like mean the same thing as love, or would they be mean different things?
Oh, they would be different.
Okay,
Like is suki,
Suki,
and love would be aishiteru.
ice stinger.
Right.
Okay. And how will a man express their love for the woman?
Well, it depends on the man's personality, to be honest.
Okay.
Um, but I guess it would, if they love their significant other, then they would say aishiteiru.
I stay eager.
Right,
And that means I love you.
right,
Okay. And the same thing will go for a woman when they say I love you. There's only one way.
right.
Okay. And what about wife and husband? How would those words be expressed?
Wife would be okusan,
Oksan,
and husband would be danna.
Dana. Okay. So, so when people are dating, is
Mhm.
there a specific cultural dynamic that they have to follow when they're dating one another? As example, I mean, is there like a time frame of when they date versus when they get engaged or when they get married, or is it based on the parents' approval of their significant other?
Well, there are two kind of paradigms. One, having your parents pick your significant other for you, and the second, you choose your significant other yourself. And so typically, for the time frame for parents choosing you, we call that, by the way, omiai,
Omii,
omiai,
omii.
right? Because your parents pick the partner for you, and they set up a meeting for
Like
you
a
to.
blind date.
Right, right.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. So, let's see. How, I guess this really isn't a question, but how do you express your affection for one another?
I guess you could just say 好きだよ or 愛している.
Okay. So still, I love you or I like you.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So what about the word, I don't know, will you marry me?
結婚してください. Marry, 結婚 means marry, and してください is will you.
Okay.
So will you marry me is 結婚してください.
Okay. And what about dating? Are we dating, or I don't know how you do it in Japan, but do you want to be my girlfriend, or how does that work?
Well, I suppose you could either do it declaratively or you could do it implicitly. When you do it declaratively, you formally ask your significant other uh, to be on a dating status. In that case, one of them, and typically the man, would say, 付き合ってください.
Okay.
That means, will you go out with me?
Okay.
In the implicit way, there's no procedures like that. You just keep on going to dates after dates.
Okay. Okay. And it's not something you have to get. No, we've already asked that. So let's see. Let's see. And it's usually just done just any normal way. Two people meet, they go out, get to know each other. So that's it, pretty much.
That's
There's
pretty
no
much.
cultural difference in that, is what I'm asking.
Well, we've been westernized a lot, so we don't really have a ceremony for affairs like that so often. Uh,
Okay.
and in that regards, if you happen to go on dates really often, you will naturally progress to a more serious kind of relationship.
Okay. And there's no time frame in that. You just go at your own pace.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So say two people got together and fell in love or decided to get married in 4 months. There wouldn't be a cultural disrespect in that, per se, like maybe moving too soon or too fast, or if there was a huge age difference within the couple.
Well, I suppose that's rather universal, or at least in many countries, that would be considered really fast. And the that kind of value judgment is not limited to Japan.
Okay. Okay. And as far as divorce, is that something that is common or frowned upon in the Japanese culture?
Well, it definitely isn't a something that people congratulate you for, so it may be frowned upon.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So let's see. What about when you are, I'm trying to think of some other questions right now. Um, so pregnant, how would you express to your family, I'm pregnant? Is there a um, specific way, or you just say, hey, mom, I'm pregnant, or we're pregnant, or how does that work?
It depends on how someone would like to convey it to their parents, and you could either just drop in casually, "I'm pregnant." Uh, in that case, "妊娠したよ." Or perhaps if they're more considerate, they would prepare a family dinner and
Oh,
announce the pregnancy.
okay. Okay. And uh, so what about the alphabet in Japanese? How would you say the alphabet? Like each particular letter, does it have a specific sound to it?
Well, I suppose if we compare writing systems or lettering systems, they're drastically different from the alphabet. The alphabet only contains 26 characters. In Japanese, there's primarily three kinds of characters, many each of which consisting of many more characters: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Hiragana is basically, uh, the A-E-I-O-U and all the different sounds in Japanese um, that are written, say, like, there's 50 of them. Katakana is the same as hiragana, except they have different shapes. And the real headache is the kanji. If you want to read Japanese on a daily basis, you would at least have to remember 1,000 of them.
Okay.
And whenever I ask my friends who are studying Japanese, that's their biggest pain point is to memorize all the kanji.
Okay. So reading Japanese and learning Japanese
Hmm.
are totally two different things. Like is it easier to learn to read the characters of Japanese, or is it easier to learn to speak Japanese without having the characters?
Well, inevitably, you're gonna have to go through the characters
Okay.
because if you can't read the kanji characters, they're not going to put a little annotation in hiragana or katakana how to read the kanji phonetically. You're gonna have to be able to identify that when you look at the kanji character.
Okay.
So that's why you're gonna have to memorize all the kanji, how you write it, how you read it, how you speak it.
So it all comes together in one. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Um, let's see. So if I am sad about something, how do I say I am sad?
You could say 悲しいです。
Kanashi desu.
悲しいです。
And that is I am sad.
Right.
Kanashi desu. Okay. Um, and let's see. Oh, this is a hard one. So, okay. I don't know if I have any more actual situations at the moment.
Okay,
Okay.
hang on. Okay, hang on. So
Okay.